Emails, we have already discussed. Encrypted emails are the thing. We are all the time sending mails. Thousands and billions of mails are, going from one corner of the world to other. Blogging and microblogging have taken on a new life of their own. Everybody loves. You see all these who in India, Twitter. These are the sites that people are continually sharing. Even TikTok, uh, people are putting up their content, sharing, and they like the replies and responses they get. Blog is where you talk about a particular subject, or whether your own writing or with permission if you have shared somebody else's writing on a particular topic. So suppose I'm logging on paintings. So if I'm talking about paintings, and then I can write my own articles of different paintings, and other painters who are interested or other readers who are interested in topic will start following me and may share other links, and I may read their write up also. So a community develops around them. There's a community called Mom Circle also. So blogging circles develop. There's microblogging, blogging, and then there are blogging on other subjects like tech related, movie related, entertainment related. And then there are groups absolutely focusing on professionals like LinkedIn, where professionals can connect, exchange ideas, exchange their qualifications, perhaps look for new job opportunities, find solutions to their doubts and queries. So these are all the different kinds of communication modes currently being used online. Now, what can go wrong? I have discussed a few pertinent problems while discussing each of these communication modes. In the coming days, you shall be hearing about more such communication modes and the problems and what are the threats that they face, how they can be handled. Today, let me just touch upon base upon here. Verbal content can be misinterpreted based on the absence of body language, your choice of words, and the differences custom and style. So, if supposing I say something, okay, now if I'm saying if I'm looking at me and I smile and I talk, and then you think it's a positive message coming through, how would you understand when you cannot see my face if I send you a recorded content? So, therefore, you have to be very clear as to what you're saying. If the language is different, like the way we speak, maybe the people who from the European continent or people from America, Australia have a different way of putting their phrases together. It something is lost in translation here. When people are talking, we have to be short and clear so that there is no chances of confusion. Written content also can be misconstrued. Now, I have seen people when they're writing on Insta messaging apps and social, they forgot that they had clicked on capital letters and wrote the whole content in caps. Now, generally, if you're aware, you would know if you're writing caps, it is mean you're fighting, you're shouting. So the person who doesn't understand this person has written in caps by error would think this guy is shouting at me. Why? What have I done? And then naturally, this person would be pretty firm in his or her response. So if you are impatient, don't pay attention to all the words, start to end, not read properly, or the writing style of the sender is not clear, but tend to be very prosy, lot of words. There are grammatical errors. These all lead to wrong interpretation of the content. So when you're writing, you need to check, edit twice before you hit send. This is very important because once you've communicated something wrong, it takes a lot of work to correct that again. Then again, how do you believe content that somebody has sent? It can be fake. We are aware in today's world, fake exists, fake is absolutely propagating. It is difficult to differentiate between what is true and what is fake. So here we need to use our digital acumen. We have got to be we have got to be aware that other than say published books that are there in print or newspaper channels or even TV channels well known, it is very difficult to ascertain whether the content that I'm reading online, so what's some message I got about some disease, is it true or wrong? Just because my uncle or my best friend has sent it doesn't mean it is true, because they may have also got the message and believed it to be true. So when you go online, stop believing what you see, what you hear, what you read, because everybody is a content creator. Keep that in mind. Be astute. There is also a lot of malinformation, targeting government, institutions, individuals, or different groups and races. They all aim at doing one thing, that is creating disturbance, disturbing the existing peace. Their aim is to create problems. If you continue to share those videos and audios and content, you are adding to the problem. You're furthering that trouble. So don't. If you get some disturbing content, don't share. Or ask the person who has sent it to you, can you confirm this is true? Can you give me the source? Or you do a reverse check online and find out the source for your information. Also, in the same way, people can be defamed by misusing the content they have shared, or they can be bullied, again misusing the content or their pictures or the videos they have uploaded. And the bullying, and if people have a lot of ego and online, because everybody is hiding behind a smartphone or a laptop or a tab, they think nobody knows them, nobody sees them. They can even have a fake profile. So they troll people on microblogging sites, troll even on blog sites. People come up with inappropriate content, or just for the sake of getting, you know, popularity for a few seconds. They try to troll and abuse and bring up old information and try to prove the other person is wrong. They create an atmosphere of hate and distrust and negativity. Again, keep away from such activities. This is unethical. Be aware of groomers and those who brainwash youngsters specifically by sending them to them recorded videos, or to talk to them on chat boxes, invite them to chat boxes to listen to conversations, and then they are brainwashed to feel that this is right, this view is correct, this is what should be done, and a lot of wrong is happening against us. Groomers are doing this to children. They are befriending children on social media and then separately preparing them, nurturing them, so that the child trusts them totally, implicitly, more than they trust their parents. And then they do what the groomers ask them to. And then there are scams that are happening. So even cyber bad actors, they take help of these communication modes to either dupe you, take your money, take your identity. So these are the basic forms of communication and the problems attached that I will discuss. We will talk about it in an elaborate form in the coming days. Let me tell you how to communicate properly. What should you keep in mind while communicating? So if you're writing an email, a note to a principal or teacher or to your colleague at office, or to somebody with whom you don't have a very friendly relation, but a business kind of a relation, a formal relation, be a formal writer. Please write in a very formal pattern without using emoticons and emojis. These are not never to be used and avoided while writing formal content. Informal is within your friends. There, anything is allowed. You may write in phrases, you may write in full sentence, you may write pronym kind of a sentence, rolling on the floor, laughing, ROFL. You do that all the time. A joke comes, ROFL, two emoticons of smiling pictures. So that's allowed when you're with friends and group chat rooms, social media apps, on gaming sites, etc. Semi-formal or formal is again when you're visiting a website, you're asking for help, or you're reporting something on a government website, or you're reporting something on a portal, or you are uploading a video or audio. You are trying to maintain a formal to semi-formal note so that your viewers develop develop, or not just viewers, your audience or whoever you're connecting with, they develop a sense of confidence in you and know you to be somebody authentic and not wasting their time. So The crux of the matter is if you are communicating online, you have got to be clear, clear and precise, no ambiguity allowed, because ambiguity leads to confusion. Please be clear, concise, because you are responsible for what you are writing, and you are responsible for what the person will understand given his back or her background. So you cannot blame the person for not understanding. Your message, therefore, should be absolutely clear so that the other person understands and responds correctly. And how do you ensure that you can carry on communication safely and securely all the time? These are the basic safety tips that we talk about all the time. These include keeping your privacy and security settings at the maximum. The more private and secure your accounts and devices are, the safer would you be your communication platforms. Your password should not be easy to guess, like not a password like uh, Ram at the rate 1234, if your name is Ram, or if your name is uh, Chris, Chris, CHRIS 4321. No, not like that. Your password should be a mix of capitals, small letters, numbers, and special characters that are there on your keyboard so that they're difficult to guess. Auto update all the time should be kept on so that any patches that have to be patched up will be done without you all the time manually doing so. Because vulnerability patches are the ones through which, sorry, bad actors try to get in. If you are going to enter into a communication, sorry, on some website, think first. What are you going to talk about? Are you are going to, what kind of action, talking communication will take place? Would you like it? Do you have to reveal a lot about yourself? Do you have to sign up on the app and give a lot of permission? Think before you sign up on a communication app. And before uploading or sharing sensitive, important document, verify you are sharing on the correct drive or link. And like Rajnikant, be mindful. Rajnikant always said, be mindful. Mindful of what you say, whom you say it to, and where you say it. If you keep these small tips in mind, you will be a fabulous communicator online. Your communication channels should be secured. Never use Wi Fi, free Wi Fi, or public Wi Fi. Preferably use VPN, paid VPN, when you have to upload something important outside your house. Avoid clicking on links or attachments or unsolicited documents that are sent to you because they may be sent by scamsters. And double check, as I've already told you, clarity, accuracy, summary, and errors, grammatical errors. If they're all right and it's to the point, you will know that you have been a good communicator online. And with that, I come to the end of this presentation. I look forward to questions from you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a wonderful presentation, undoubtedly. And the tips you have given, I'm sure all the viewers, they are going to, when they are online next time, they are try to make sure that they follow those tips. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, I have a few questions for sure. So may I?
Sure.
Okay. So, ma'am, when we talk about communication, there's a platform called LinkedIn, and their maximum conversation is professional. But then you end up befriending the strangers as well when you see that there are people from the same field from where you belong. Then how can you judge that this person is safe to talk to, and you don't end up reporting each and every connect you do?
Yes, that is always the question that would be there in your mind whenever you're connecting online, whenever you're networking, that the person who is there may or may not be what you think or what they have pretended to be online. So, as long as you're having, unless that person is offering you a job or say asking for money for a job or pestering you or asking to directly contact you or ask for your number, which may make you feel uncomfortable, it will be difficult. You may verify through other sources. Are they see person there on other professional sources? They may mention their companies, they mention their jobs. Otherwise, once you're having a conversation without sharing anything personal, you you're okay. But then how to figure out who they are may not be that equally easy for a layman at least, because you then have to research the person on Google search and find out more about that person or from people's social media apps and whether they claim who they are. So, but what happens on such sites are people scam, especially HR, they claiming to be from HR of different companies, and they say we are hiring. And when some people respond, they ask for money or they ask for some other that should not be asked for. Then you know that this is a red flag and avoid. And
Okay.
you actually should be letting others know this if you come across such profiles.
Okay, all right. And ma'am, if we talk about communication online, of course, we are living in metro cities, urban areas, but there's a good number of people who are still living in the rural areas, and I don't think they have much access to internet, and they don't communicate online all the time. So there's a difference between the kind of people who are staying at different locations. So, here, if we talk about communication online, what numbers are we talking about?
That is a very wonderful question because you'd be amazed by the number you are talking about. I researched, for this I was seeing as to how many people are online today using social media apps and all other, and internet in fact. And it was more than 5 billion people are online today. That is more than two-thirds of the population of the world are online. The exact figure would be around, yeah, 5.18 billion as on April 2023. So you can see the number is increasing. And in India, we are taking data connectivity and internet to the remotest corners of the country. And so the other countries, some of the countries have very fast data speed as well. So everybody is coming online. Now there will be some lagging behind, some not savvy enough to start conversing. So the first thing to do with such people, is to talk about safety, literacy, using of the tools, and awareness of safety. That should all come about. The moment people start going online, there should be such safety videos like this in place where they can consult and know as to how to go about safely.
Right. Ma'am, you also mentioned that we don't need to share our bank details and stuff for the scammers, but there's a personal number, personal address, and the email ID. If we end up sharing that, is that safe to do that?
Not always, because you see, when you're doing your net banking, they would be having your email ID and phone number. And if somebody calls up the bank of your the bank which you banked with, and tell them that this is my name, this is my email ID, this is my phone number, and I am unable to log in, help me. And if they know your secret question or if they will be able to do so, these are your important sensitive data. They should not fall in the hand of the wrong person, because not just net banking, your social media app, your email, everything may get compromised. So for the emails, it is suggested that you have one email for very important work, and say your office and school, and another one for all your social media and your buying and selling online work, so that this two does not match. You will be safer that way. Whatever is your banking email, you don't share with other people.
Okay, all right. So, ma'am, we have a query from one of our viewers. She is Sudha Chakrabarti, and she is asking, ma'am, nowadays children still get careless and forget to maintain privacy. How to make them understand? Being a parent, she is asking, I guess.
I'm so thankful that a parent has asked this question, because parents have to be mentoring and monitoring their children all the time they are online. It is absolutely not helicopter parenting, because they need your guidance. Even though they may be more cyber savvy than us, there is a limitation. They are not experienced and do not have the foresight like us. So to increase their privacy, you can have a dinner time conversation on a regular basis as to what are the things they have noted online, experiences share with something you've read in the papers or on the mobile on Google Shots, anything to do cyber safety. Make it a point to have a conversation, the family conversation around it. So you can talk to them about how when a person doesn't keep the account private, their conversations, photographs all become public and can be used against them to tease them, bully them, and they're keeping actually it's like keeping the door open for outsiders, people who don't know, those billions of people who are online to enter your house and take advantage of you. Privacy is very important because you are important. That is what a parent should tell a child. You, your name, age, your address, your photograph, these are important and these should not be shared with anybody. Similarly, your photographs are important and you should never ever share your intimate photographs with anybody, not even a friend, because once online, always online. So parents can sit with their children and starting with their own accounts, set privacy settings to maximum, then they can do so for their children. And you can have a jingle around before going to bed, brush your teeth, log out of your computers and tabs and smartphones, and switch off Wi Fi. So this can become part of the routine.
Okay, and ma'am, this is regarding the children we are talking about. So, parents should allow the children of what age to, communicate freely and use maybe the online transactions. So, what is the age we are talking about here?
See, most platforms specify the age to be 13. So, therefore, always we request parents that initially, if your child is so insistent on going on social media, create your own platform, social media app, download and create your own account and let the child use your account so that you can keep an eye on them. You don't have to comment or, butt in when they are talking. Let them carry on their conversations under your mentoring. At the age of 13 and above, that is the term and condition. I think each parent should make their child read all the T&Cs before they tick the box so that they also know what information the platforms would be sharing and are they happy sharing that. So this is very important.
Okay. Generally, we all avoid reading TNCs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just click on it and move on. That is what happens.
True. We have
And we
one
end up
more.
giving permissions.
Yes.
So,
We have one more question from our one of the viewers, ma'am, and he is asking, what if our information submitted to trustworthy websites sometimes gets breached? What will happen then?
see the platforms, the apps, all the vendors with whom we have given a lot of information, even like if your credit card is saved with somebody, we can only pray that they are taking the maximum security. Because of the so many breaches happening, even Government of India has called a few of these major firms to have a discussion on how to stop such breaches or such scams from happening. So uh, if you have given your name, your credit card details, or other financial details, if there is they would inform you. It is their duty bound to inform you if the data breaches happen. So immediately you will change your account password, you will change your net banking and your credit card, whatever passwords and pins that you have with immediate effect. And maybe not go to that platform for some time or buy and sell till everything settles down.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for all this information. We have got a lot of compliments for you and for this entire program, that this was an informative program, and the information you gave was really, really helpful to all the users who are communicating online. Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being a part of our program today.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaskar. Thank you to all the viewers as well. We can see that more than 1,000 people have joined this conversation, and yes, you are curious to know a lot of things. One question that is very common in most of the chats is what about the attendance link? Let me please confirm this. once and for all that there is no attendance link. You do not have to mark your attendance anywhere. Attendance is not required. Your attention, your focus is required, and your registration is also required. So let me show you the page through which you can register yourself, and you can get to know everything about this training. So here you have to type CIET on your browsers. This home page will open. You can see so many options here. In the events section, please scroll it down. The third last option is workshop/training. Once you click on it, a new page will open. Please scroll it down. Yes, in the current activity, you can see online training going on safe online communication. Please click on it. Another page will open. So once you scroll it down, here is each and every information regarding this training. The schedule has been mentioned, the topics have been mentioned for each and every day. So today is day 1 and tomorrow is 4th of July. The topic of discussion would be efficient and source data sharing. On the last day, that is 7th of July, the quiz link will be given to you. Here you can see the objectives are written here. You all can participate. The program schedule has been mentioned. Once you scroll it down further, here it is. You can see how to participate. Please scan this QR code and be a participant, or click on this link, fill the form and be a participant. So there are 2 options. Scroll it further down. Here you can see this is the feedback link. If you have any suggestions, any advices, anything you want to say, please click here and send your feedbacks. The quiz link will be uploaded here on 7th of July by 6 p.m. and it will be valid till 4th of August 2023. Approximately a month you will have for taking this quiz, and once you score 70% and above, the certificate will be given to you. And the last thing I would like to tell you is this is our email ID, training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. For any queries, any time of the day, you can share it on this email ID. So here I'm leaving you with this information. Today we discussed modes of online communication. And tomorrow we'll come up with another topic that would be efficient and secure data sharing. For now, we're wrapping up this program, but I hope that you have registered yourself. And the upcoming program is our another special program, that is Sahyog, the guidance for mental well-being of the children. The topic of discussion would be harnessing psychological immunity among adolescents. Please stay here and keep on watching eVidya channels. Last but not at all the least, the information regarding NCERT textbooks for this new academic session 2023-24 is being displayed in the form of ticker on your screens at the moment. Please give it a read. If you have not purchased it yet, then there are multiple methods through which you can purchase them. And in each and every session of ours, we try and repeat this information so that you don't miss anything. So that'll be all for this program. I'm Tanvi Khurana and I'll take a leave of you. Have a great day ahead and a very happy Guru Purnima to all of you. Namaskar.